Hey, QN, QAna, Karma Cody Diamonds, Karen, Sonia Watts, Lisa Taylor, Andrea Maxwell, Elaine Bruner, Big Mama Show came in the building. Uh-oh. We talking about the Maleah Davis case. Yes, it's the update, you guys. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I know you guys been hearing what's been going on. So let's talk about it. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me clean my glasses a little bit. I can still see, but I see spots. Um, hey everybody. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up. As you come in, share this broadcast. We have been waiting on an update, and it's not a good update. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it. That's all. Oh Lord. Here we go. Elaine, Big Mama Show, Summer, Sharon, Ruby Turner, Snuggles, Shawana, Eve, Lisa Calhoun is in the building. Tanya Daniels, how you doing, Tanya? Dewan, Dono, Donna, NOG. Tina Powers, how you doing? Curl Small, Connie Branch, Yolanda Hill, Zakira, Zakira, how do you say that? Zakira, Joy, Zan, how you doing, Zan? Miss you. Miss Nisi, Jenny Dunbar, Dorothy Pruitt, how you doing, Dorothy? Robin Gary, Sharon Stevenson, Dee Dee, Lisa M. Okay. Crystal Powers, how you doing? Power, Pow, Pow. Crystal Pow. Carmilla, Jerry, Vicky, Michelle. Angie Crooks is in the building. Yes, Angie. Yep. She reached out to me. Angie Crooks is a mod. And so yesterday, you guys, let me get my hair right. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to be like Cher. Anyway, no, she reached out last night and I was like, wow. Derion and Vence did go to court. But here's the thing. I want to share with you guys. It is an update. It is an update, but I don't know what they're saying is the update because we're gonna get right on in it. We're gonna get right on in it. If I didn't speak to you, oh, let me keep on going. Ronnie Dixon, Shawana, Mildred. We've got one more minute. Andrian, Alice, Sharon Wood, Dominique Robinson, and let me see who else is in here. Tina Hartman is in here. Vicky Perry. Okay. I've got things all over the place. I do want you guys to know I got all the gifts out, all of them out. The second batch went out early this morning. The second one went out early this morning. Just to let you guys know. Okay. Anyway, Tonda Dreams is in here. I remember Tonda Dreams' name now. Make sure you guys know that. Let me come on in here before we get started because I have to start. Okay. Let's do a shout out to our sponsor, which is Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag. Make sure you guys check her out. Christmas is here.
Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags want to wish everyone a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Nora has a special surprise for the Warriors for Children family and SP News Nuggets family. Yes, prices are dropping. Her Versace was $125, now it is $112. Lauren Rath It was $228, now $100. Calvin Klein was $198, now $125. As the blue and gold python, its sale price is $183. 9 West, the sale price is $62. Don't forget Mama. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. Visit Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags and tell her SB News Nugget sent you.
Okay, you guys check this out. So make sure you guys put in Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags. Link in the chat is trazy.com. Hey Jeanette, how you doing? So I want to see that link in the chat. Please, somebody, please put trazy.com link in the chat. I know we asked for it yesterday and we didn't ever get it. And I'm like, hey, everybody, come on. Come on, we got to shout out our sponsors and give them the utmost respect. Vicky, she said, came in late last night, didn't quite get what was going on. Looking back at replay tonight. It's locked down, Vicky. It is locked down. Do any of the mods got the link? Are we not putting in links? Y'all said I dropped it yesterday. I've been dropping the link. We asking for the link today. I gotta stop, put the link in myself. I will, you guys. Never no problem. Anyway. Do all the mods got Tracy link, Nora's Authentic Designer Handbag? I dropped the link, it's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? I don't see it, Sonia Watts. I don't see it. Hey.
Hey, it's we dropping the link, but for some reason it's disappearing out the chat.
That's what I want.
I don't know what's going on, but it just keep disappearing. Cause I done dropped the link like 5 times since we've been on, but it just keep going away. And Dan and Sonya did it too, but I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know what's going on.
Cause I had like fire emojis and everything, and I was like, support our sponsor. I had fire emojis, and I did it without the emoji, and it still disappeared.
Yep, I dropped the link myself, and I now don't see it.
Okay. Okay. I was just trying to make sure.
Okay, that's what I was wondering yesterday because we went back over the live. I said nobody dropped the link yesterday.
Oh yeah, I be in there. I be driving for you. I got you. I be
I
driving.
wonder what's going on.
Wait, what's that about?
I don't know.
And my light bud still ain't fixed. I can't still see how many people. I mean, you know how many lights would he get?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, she said. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can drop it again, you guys. We got to find out why is it not. Okay. I wonder why those links can't be dropped. Okay. I guess I have to drop them. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's funny how I can't see it over here and I just dropped it. Anyway, yeah, it must not be showing up. Ooh, that's why Sonia said I've been dropping it. Okay, anyway, you guys, let's talk about the let's talk about what's going on with Derion, okay? We had to come on and find out what's going on with these links not being dropped. That's why I came on here, to be honest with you. It's just we're gonna talk about the situation too. And I don't know why the links they can't be dropped. I have no clue. YouTube is changing the rules. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't got that memo. I haven't got it. Hey, everybody, thank you for showing up. Moss, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Thank you. We always need to find out why is something not going on. Anyway, make sure you visit Noah's Authentic Designer Handbag. The link would be down below. I will drop it if need be. And that's fine. That's fine with me. We keep some control over it. It's okay. Hey, Gloria, how you doing? Okay. So anyway, family. So Angela, she calls me last night and she says, "Hey, there's an update on the Maleah Davis case." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I called her up. Well, she texted me and I called her up and I said, "What are you talking about?" She says, "Yeah, they're finna let Derion Vence go." Now, you guys know, I don't know where it is, but the last conversation we were having about Derion Vence was I was still making contact with him, but his attorney told him to stop at the particular time. I hadn't gave out no information or anything because it wasn't really nothing to give out. To be honest with you, I wasn't hiding anything from you guys. It was just small talk, jibber jabber, whatever, and things of that nature, you know. But I hadn't heard from him in a long time, so I wrote another letter and I said, "Hey, where you been? Why you won't speak? You know what's going on? Why you not returning the letter?" And his cellmate sent me a letter and said that he can't speak to no one. So, and it wasn't something that we have done or anything. It's just hard to trust people. So he wasn't speaking anymore. Yes, letting him. Yes. Well, here's the thing. Miss Nisi said, yes, letting him out on bond. Well, I don't know about letting him out on bond because let me read to you what they said. It says bond conditions released for Derion Vence, the man accused of killing Maleah Davis. Now, you know, I went back. She says, I don't have the Miss SP. Oh, it don't matter. It ain't letting nobody put it in there. Don't worry about it. That's why I was asking. Sonia Watts said she been putting it in there, and then Shawana was like, we putting it in there. Zen like, we're putting it in there. And so I have to wonder what's going on. I might need to go in there. I need to probably read my email or something, see why. But I can still put it in there. and I had it, so it's okay. I was just wondering why. I'm like, what happened? Is the mods mad at me? Christmas ain't over yet. Christmas is not over. Anyway, this is what they said about Derion Vence because I came on. I was gonna make a video, and it only thing the video was saying it was like a minute video, and they were just saying, "Hey, Derion Vence had a hearing, a bail hearing this morning, which was the other day, and that these are the conditions. He walked in the courtroom with a mask on, and he was handcuffed, and he still looked like Derion Vence. He looks like he didn't uh, not another year older or whatever. But Joanna says he's getting out on bonds with conditions. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys knew this, but they're saying that his bond is $90,000, right? Well, what changed? What only thing really happened? Maybe they got the money and he's getting ready to get out. She said, yours isn't showing up either. Mine showed up. Let me try it again. Mine show up on this end. Anyway, do everybody see it? I put it in the chat. I see it on my end, but do everybody see it? It may not showing up. You're right. I don't see it. Wow. Wow. See, I see it on this end, but I don't see it on you guys' end. Okay. Well, the link will be down below. Maybe a lot of people was like, "Oh, click on the link and then you can go to that person's channel or something." It doesn't matter. The link will be down below. Check it out. Anyway, I don't think people usually just leave the chat when we're in the chat room anyway. I think they look for it in the description down below, the description box down below. So that's one less thing that the mods have to do. Okay. They say, nope, can't see it. It's not showing up on the live. Okay. I might have to go in there and make some arrangements or something because mines don't even show up. Okay, no big deal. Anywho's, I want to share this with you. This is what they're saying. See, back in May the 4th, that's when this all happened. But his bond was $45,000 per charge. That would brought it to 90,000 anyway. So his bond or his bail, I'm sorry, so his bonds. Nope, Shell, nobody's has been showed up. So his bond has not changed. And that's strange. His bond has not changed. So I said, oh, $10,000, he'll get on out. It's actually $9,000, he'll get on out. Maybe everybody done came up with the $9,000 and they're just finna get him out. Well, he probably had a bond and now he's going to get out because somebody got the $10,000. Maybe mom got it. Maybe his dad got it. Maybe Brittany got it. We don't know who got the money. She says, I don't think he will. That girl gonna make him fail. Okay. Somebody said they're gonna be praying for you, soldier girl. What's going on? Anyway. This is what it says. It says Derion Vence, the primary suspect connected to the death of Maleah Davis, appeared before a judge for a bond condition hearing Friday morning after writing a letter asking for a bond reduction. So Derion wrote a letter to the judge asking for bond reduction. He just had this hearing Friday. That's why nobody didn't know about it. Okay. That doesn't mean he's going to get out. His bond was $90,000 from day one when he went in, you guys. I mean, they increased it when they got the one, because the first charge was $45,000. Then when that second charge came, it was $45,000. That's $90,000. They didn't decrease his bond. So it says Vence is charged with tampering with evidence, namely a corpse. He is also charged with injury to a child causing serious bodily injury. As part of Vence's bond conditions, the state requested that he remain within Harris County and the surrounding area. So he's going to have to stay in Texas, okay? He's going to have to stay in Texas. Then, let me put this up here so I don't have to look down, because I don't like looking down. Hold on, you guys. Then, he must have no contact with Brittany B. Bowens, the mother of Maleah Davis, or any member of the Davis family. So he can't contact the mom or the dad, as well as any children under the age of 17. As well as any children under the age of 17. Now, I wonder, does that mean he can't even have no contact with his own child? Because he's got a little boy. And then it says he must submit to random drug tests and wear a GPS monitor. And he must not own a gun. Well, he can't own a gun. Vence report, they didn't say he couldn't carry one or have one. He just can't own one. Okay? Then it says, Vence reported Davis missing in May of 2019. Her body was found the same month in Arkansas, or Arkansas, however you want to say it, wherever you were raised. Then it says Vence's bond is currently set at $90,000. He's requesting his bond be reduced to $45,000. Okay? But did he get the reduction? It doesn't say here if he got the reduction or not. Hold on. Hey, Honeycomb. Hideout, how you doing? Ouch, girl, what's going on? Brown Sugar's in the building. Don, a.k.a., is in the building. So it doesn't say. I thought he had just went to a hearing not too long ago and requested a reduction, and he didn't get it. Let me see. Currently being held. So he's currently being held on the 90,000. Derion is now asking the judge to lower his bond 45,000. Here's a list of his conditions. Okay, I don't want to read that part. It is not sharing it. It is not sharing it, you guys. So, okay. So I know in August the 6th, 2019, and the disappearance of 4-year-old Maleah is now facing a new charge in the case. So Officials filed an injury to a child serious bodily injury charges against Vence Monday morning after reviewing of all the evidence, including the autopsy results. Prosecutors determined there was sufficient evidence to charge Vence with intentionally and knowingly causing seriously bodily injury to a child younger than 15 years of age. The Harris County District Attorney Office announced the indictment against Derion Vence on a count of tampering with evidence, namely a corpse. This is the same count that prosecutors charged Vence with on May 11th. The injury to a child charge is a first-degree felony punishable up to life in prison. His previous charge of tampering with a corpse is second-degree felony that carries a penalty of 2 to 20 years in prison. Additional charges are also still possible. It's not enough. Mother of Maleah Davis responded to additional charges. Let me see what she says real quick. Let's see.
The young girl's disappearance and death is facing a new charge. Brittany Bowens tells ABC 13, quote, "It's not fair to Maleah. At this point, I want to know what happened to my daughter. The fact that he went through a great extent to cover himself is unbelievable. It's not enough. These charges aren't enough. But I have faith justice will prevail. Maleah, we love you forever." Now, we first broke this news earlier today. Vence is now charged with injury to a child and serious bodily injury. He was indicted by a grand jury last month for tampering with evidence, namely a corpse. Now, an important note here is Vence faced 2 to 20 years in prison on this first charge, but now with the new charge, he could be sentenced to life in prison. Vence is due in court later this week. We'll keep following this closely and bring you any new developments.
Okay. It's not fair to Maleah at this point. I want to know what happened to my daughter. Some people say she knows what happened to her daughter. I don't know, you guys. This is crazy. I wonder what you guys are talking about, what you guys think. We're going to talk about it. She says, I don't understand why did they not charge him with murder. They can't, they don't have enough information. They really don't know who done it. Here's the thing. There was another man in jail at the time. I can't remember his name. I still got his picture though. And he has said that he had been telling the officers that was in jail where the baby was at. And I don't know what he wanted out the deal or what Cornell X got to him. And then Cornell ran to the jail the day that the jail was not having no visitors, none, not a one visitor. But somehow that particular day, Cornell got up and went to the jail and they allowed him to go in and speak to this man. Now, he said that Derion Vence told him where the baby was. Well, they went looking in Arkansas or Arkansas, wherever you see fit, however you want to say it. But they were miles away. They were like 20 miles away from where the baby was found. Now, the twist comes in at, if you wasn't following this story, the twist comes in at, she was found on the side of the highway, you guys. Okay. Here's the thing. About 2-3 weeks prior to them finding her, the people that take care of the property, the city, on the side of the roads, they had came up on this bag and they said it was foul. It was stinking. It had a stench to it. They called their supervisor, and because most of the time people would take their dead dogs or whatever, instead of paying for a burial or putting them in the backyard, they'll take them, put them in the back, and then they'll pitch them and, be done with it. So the worker thought it must be a dead animal or something in the back or whatever. So their supervisor told them to leave it alone. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. So they cut around it or whatever. They didn't touch it. Okay. They come back up to it again right before they found Maleah. The bag's still there. The supervisor tells them, just run over it. And that's very surprising to me. Now, I'm just saying, I know a lot of people didn't look at that, but it's very surprising to me because if you take one of the city lawnmowers, it's not no $200-300 lawnmower. If anybody ever worked for the city, their stuff is big, it's 5, 6, 7 horsepower. It will chew up a tree. But the worst thing to do is to be running over something you don't know, chopping it up. It might be a brick. Those blades by themselves is thousands and thousands of dollars. So they call their supervisor and say, hey, there's a bag out here, whatever, whatever. He tells them run over. Now, here's the thing. I know maybe I analyze things a little bit too much. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if I'm out there cutting my grass, and I'm just saying, I'm out there cutting my grass, and there's a big bag in the middle of my yard. The last thing I want to do is run over it because now that's like confetti all over my yard. That I'm cutting my yard so it can look good and nice and clean and decent and get the trash. So it is very strange to me, and I'm just saying, I know no everybody else is just, oh, we're gonna go talk about this, we're gonna talk about that. No, let's talk about why would you run over a bag not knowing what's in it, and it could be a whole bunch of trash. Now the highway looks terrible if it was trash. Not only that, what if it was a bag that had a big boulder in it, a big rock in it, and then you done damaged the machine? I'm gonna tell you, my son worked for the city, and they don't run over bags of anything. They have to get out, pick them up. Matter of fact, you walk around and you get everything up, and you have somebody doing the edges, and you have somebody else doing the trees, and then you have someone doing pickup, and then you have someone doing the lawnmower. So why would they go and run over it? And then, and I'm sorry, but now you have no way to find out what happened to this baby. You don't know if you put a bruise on the child or you cut the lungs or anything. You don't know if she got stab wounds. You don't know nothing because I know there's a different kind of cut in the blade and this, that, and the other. But those lawnmowers, it ain't one blade. It's those are some very good lawnmowers. I'm doing good, Marie. How you doing? Hey, Silver Fox, Tricia. So, would you tell somebody to just run over? That's the first I've ever heard city workers were told to just run over it. But that wasn't news because that was kind of just pushed to the side. And everybody at the time, and I get it. Yeah, those twirling blades can break too. Yeah, they can. And they cost a lot of money. So why would a city tell those workers to leave it alone? Leave it alone. And it stayed out there. Then they come back and say, oh, just run over it. Now, the other thing is the guy that was in the jail had already told them where this child was at. He said Derion came to him and said, eat, eat. And they shared soup and crackers or whatever. And they got to talking. And Derion was scared that they was going to poison him. So he didn't want to eat the food, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go over some of these comments on here. So, what I'm saying is, if they lowered his bond, I don't see where they lowered his bond at, you guys. His bond was already 90,000. His bond was not that I know of. If they lowered it, he asked for them to lower it to half of it, which is 45,000. He's got a first-degree felony and a second-degree felony. Common sense is not so common. Anita B, I believe it's a little bit more than what we think, but we will not know about it because, like I said, Mr. X ended up going to the jail on the day, the day that the jail was no visitors. I can't remember what day it was, but it was like a Sunday or something. And it's no visitors. It was no visitors day. And he was like, oh, you'd be surprised. I got in. I did. They can't tell you he didn't. He said he did. But Soldier Girl said they didn't lower his bond to my knowledge. See, I don't think so either. So I know there's people's like, oh, he's getting out. Well, he been having $90,000 bond the whole entire time. He just went to court. He asked. He wrote a letter to the judge. If you guys did not know, if you want me to read it to you again, I'll read it to you again. He wrote a letter to the judge. Isn't her mother in the law enforcement? That's why I think they let him take the fall into SP. Isn't her mother? No. There's a rumor, and it's a rumor that she was dating the chief of police, Chief Arvado, the chief of police. It's a rumor because there's a picture of her hugging him on a time that they were having a balloon release or the lighting of the city building. Matter of fact, a lot of people was like, I'm going to tell you what happened, you guys. They can't find the picture. You know why they can't find the picture? Because everywhere that picture was at, YouTube flagged videos and took it down. They even took mine down. I didn't get a flag. They just took the video down of the chief of police. Let me go all the way to the beginning because that's where we started at. That's what brought us to where we're at right now. So let me see. I got a lot of my pictures saved on another. Let me go to another drive. Hold on. And I'll keep you guys familiar. Here's some of the pictures right here. So I'll show you some of the pictures when we will go back over some of the things so you guys will know. But I'm looking for a picture of the mama. Okay. We'll go over some pictures real quick. Okay, so this is the little girl we're talking about. Her name is Maleah Davis. You guys remember her? See how pretty she is? Beautiful baby. So we'll go over some pictures that we have. Um, Here's her dad right here. That's Craig Davis. That's her father. Here's Brittany Bowens. Here's Craig with his daughter. Here's Brittany's mother. Um, I could continue showing you some really pretty pictures, but I just want you guys to remember this was a pretty little girl. She's so beautiful. Look at her. I'm just going to show you some of the. I want you to remember how what happened to this little girl. Oh, trust and believe. I've got all the pictures in the world. Mm. So this is Derion Vence's brother, Joe. And this is when Brittany showed up in the um they had to eventually watch over her. Here's Cornell X. He was sitting there in an interview. Here's Brittany with her famous ring. Now I'm gonna share some with you guys. You know, matter of fact, here we were talking about this then. This is me over there. You guys see? We were sitting in the bathroom. Look right here. This is the last picture I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. She got beat. Look at her eye. She literally was coming off of a black eye right there. Thank you. Yes. SP Google said they said it was overkill, but there were some conditions. Overkill, there were some conditions. Cornell X learned that information in advance after it was leaked, and he did what he does. Yeah, he took all the information. Matter of fact, he was on there, and they was like, how did you get him to tell you? He was like, it was, he was like, I'm not gonna tell you my secret. He was like, put it like this, put it like this. It was two grown men talking. And because Cornell is Muslim or call himself, I think he's under the I'm not for sure which uh Muslim group he's in. I used to know that stuff by heart, but um he thinks, I mean, the way that he was talking like Derion was Muslim too. I mean, you will respect, if you are Muslim, you respect Muslims. So I would get it if you know they have some kind of man code, you know, Muslims do, you know, they talking, you know, you're not supposed to do this to kids and you're not supposed to do this to your wife. But you guys know, I'm not, they do it. They do. I mean, I'm just saying. It's like every other religion, you know. They are very stern about how you treat women and how you treat children and stuff like that. But um, they they just like everybody else. They have a religion and majority of their religion. It sounds good. You want to be underneath a religion like that. If you knew about it, you would. You would be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go into this. But then put it like this. This is what was told to me because I was married to one at one particular time. Not saying that he can tell you about, I mean, I could tell you about all Muslims do this or don't because I don't know and I don't believe that. But um they're supposed to respect women very highly and everything. But what what goes on in your house goes on in your house. And I'm just saying. And that's something I did not know. Like they do all kinds of stuff that out in public you don't see them do it, but they do it at home. And it wasn't just that particular one. I was told that. So maybe I don't know what group it was now, Shiites or whatever. Shiites. Anyway, I need to show you guys one of my outfits. One of these days I'll put it on. You guys say, ooh. Anyway, Angie Crook says, B-A-T. Brenda Bowens neglected Maleah. She sat by idly while Vence beat her child to the point of brain injury. Soldier Girl, is that what you believe? See, is that what you believe, Soldier Girl? My cousin's husband was a Muslim and they begged him up years ago. They bagged him up years ago. Hmm. She said, yes. Here's the thing. Some people believe, Sharon says, yes, I believe that too, SP. Okay. Some people believe that Derion did this to that baby. Brittany didn't do this to the baby, but some people believe Brittany done something to her baby. So, okay, put a 1 in the chat if you believe that Derion did something to the baby. Put a 2 in the chat if you believe that Brittany did something to the baby that took the baby out. 1 if you think Derion did it, a 2 if you think Brittany did it. Soldier Girl's got a 1. Derion. That's all I see. Oh, I see a lot of 2s. I see a 2. Charmaine got a 2. Honeycomb got a 2. Sherry Creek got a 2. Jackie got a 1. Sonia Watts got a 2. Lanisha got a 1 and a 2. Danae 2. Sharon got a 1 and a 2. Alice got a 2. Both 1, 1, 2. Marie says 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Juanita got a 1 and a 2. Tanya got a 2. Snuggles got a 2. Mildred got a 2. Gloria Bates got a 1. Dominique got a 2. Yes, got a 1. Silver Fox 2, 1. Purple Sibby in the building. She got a 2. Sharon Wright got a 1 and a 2. Danae got a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sharon says both. Shawana, I have to go back and catch up. Yes, it's one. See, I see more twos than one, but it don't change what you feel. Natural me says one and a two. You know, Jennifer said, I haven't followed this one as close as I needed to. Well, nevertheless, Jennifer, it's easy to get caught up because nobody really speaks on it anymore because there is a gag order on this case. Doesn't mean that you can't speak on it. It just means that the people that's involved um, directly can't speak on it. Okay. People get that mixed up talking about, oh, we get the judge to get a gag order. We can talk about it all we want. You can't talk about it if you're involved, or that's your child, or that's your baby, or that's your brother, or that's your cousin, or whatever. You can't talk about it if you're involved. The judge can't tell us to shut up. The judge can't do it because we have our constitution right to speak on it, anything we want. Because I'm not understanding. Hey, water girl, how you doing? I'm not understanding how uh I know that the update is he went to court. That's the only update. I know his bond is 90,000, two charges, 45,000 apiece. He was asking the judge to lower, decrease, or you know, decrease the bond. I heard last week he went to court and the judge did not decrease it. So what made him write a note to the judge? Say, I would like to know. Well, you know what? Anytime you go to court, you have the right to ask the judge to decrease your bond. Well, the judge was like, well, I guess he's trying to think that he's going to get on out. Maybe they got half the money. It's only but $9,000. I think both are guilty because they did it. And I'm reading somebody's comment, you guys. I'm not saying this. They did it and set aside and let it happen over time. She did it the hour he went to work, that hour. I'm going to read you guys' comment. So, bond. Because why she did not get bond? What do you mean why she did not get bond? Why he didn't get bond? What do you mean, Danae? Only one in jail is Derion. She's not in jail. She never been to jail. Purple speaking to Sonya What? She said hello. Shin. Lily says, hi, everybody. What a girl says both. Let me see. Let me stroll up. Both of them should be in jail. No bond. So, yeah, she never put a foot in jail, Danae. It was just him. Remember, they were saying that the little girl, and for those of you that do not know the story, you want me to share with you a really quick capture of the thing. What? Anyway, she knew that baby was dead when she was on the plane. Shawana says, yes, please do share. I'm listening. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. It was May. It was May around about the 4th. I can't remember exactly what day, but I'm thinking it's about May the 4th, 2019. Brittany Bowens and Derion Vence lived together in a home in Texas, in an apartment. So what happened was This is the alleged story, okay? Don't think that it's the true story. But the alleged story is Brittany Bourne's father was passing away and had passed away. We know that for a fact. He had passed away. She had went down there somewhere in Ohio or whatever. Um, Baltimore. Can't remember where she was going. Either Baltimore or somewhere. But she went there to visit her dad because he was dying. So she went and visited him. She came on back. So he died. So she was asked to go back again. She said she didn't have that much money. She would have wanted to take her kids with her or whatever, but she didn't have enough money. She was going to school, and she had these two babies. She had a little boy. Well, she actually had three kids. She had an older little boy. Well, let me start back. Maleah, then another little boy, and then she just had a baby from Derion Vence. So they had already took her kids prior to that time, and she just received, I guess, um, I guess some kind of special to get to see the kids or visit the kids or whatever. I hear allegedly she was not supposed to be around her kids at all without supervised visits. But Derion Vence's mother had custody of the babies, and so Derion Vence's mother allowed them to not only see the babies, but they were at her home. So Brittany allegedly supposed to have caught a plane to whatever state she was going to put her father away to the memorial service because he was already passed away already. They had already buried him, but they were going to have a memorial service because he was already passed away. It wasn't no rush to go. But anyway, on the day that she left, she calls Derion. He was at work. Derion supposedly had taken one of the kids to school, and Maleah must have been sick or whatever. Or Maleah was at home with mom. But Derion came back to the apartment, and he had Maleah with him, and she was just dancing and skipping on up to the apartment. The last time we see Maleah. The next shots of pictures, we don't see Brittany leaving the apartment at all. We see Derion Vence walking out with a laundry basket to the car. Okay. Brittany comes back home that Friday or Saturday night or whatever. And she calls Derion, no answer. She's at the airport, no answer. So she calls her mom. Then her mom says, it's raining. Her mom comes, picks her up, and says, if he calls her something, just go with him or whatever. So she's like, okay. So they get to the apartment. She said the lights are on, but there's her boyfriend Derion's not there, her baby's not there, or whatever. So she ends up can't get in because she don't have keys. They can't get in because they don't have keys. So they get a hold of the landlady, or whatever. They flag down the police. That's what they said. First, they made a police report then. That's what they said. They let them in the building. The landlord allowed them, got up and let them in their apartment. She didn't stay there at the apartment. She went on over to her mother's house, and she waited on them. She never heard from them or anything. So she went the next morning, she gets up and she goes over to Joe's house saying, hey, you know, I haven't heard from your brother. What's going on? Where's he at? That's the story that Brittany says. But Brittany's mother says that Brittany got up that morning and went and made a police report. They said they never had a police report from her. So she leaves Joe's house. Joe makes a police report. Not only, hey, the baby's missing or my brother's missing, but the baby's missing and his, two babies are missing and my brother's missing. SP, you forgot the part where she found the picture in the phone and they argued about it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were arguing about a picture of a phone and picture that was in Derion's phone of a guy, and the guy was saying nice things to him, like I like you and I love you or whatever. And Brittany was like, you gay, you gay, you gay. And he's like, I'm not gay. That's a woman. You know how men's do it. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody you gay, whatever. Anyway, come to find out, it's a woman. He had been dating this Caucasian woman on the side, but he literally told her that he was going to make it work with Brittany and he was going to marry her. And she had his baby. And he said he had to be there for his child. He didn't want to leave his child. So he was going to stay there. And anyway, so after a while, they started looking for, the three, because it's three. It's not two. It's Maleah, Courtney. The little boy's name is Cortez, Courtney, or something like that. What is he? And then Derion. So they show up, getting dropped off at the hospital. And Derion has this big old nugget on his head. And he comes up with the story talking about there was these Mexicans that he was going down the highway and he thought he heard the truck had a flat, the car had a flat because they was driving in a Nissan. And so he stopped. And so some Mexicans came out and helped him. This is his story. And they hit him in the head. And next thing I know, he woke up in the back of the truck with his babies hit in the head. And they kept hitting him in the head or whatever. And he kept blacking out and waking up and blacking out and waking up. And then he find himself on the side of the road, only but with one child. That was his son. But the little girl was gone. They done took his little girl. That's what he said when he showed up at the hospital. So there was a lot of, the story could not have been true. She said, I remember the side chick doing interviews. Yeah. And so they turned around and said, we need to find out who this car belonged to. Well, guess what? They showed the tags, which let me Maleah's vehicle was a Nissan with new tags, with the paper tag. She didn't have a tag yet because the car was still new. The car that dropped Derion off was a silver Nissan with new tags, paper tags. I haven't had times to get tagged. But then the police turned around and said, no, that's not her car. It's a car that just looked just like her, same make, same model, same color, everything, that dropped him off. It wasn't Brittany's car. They found Brittany's car in the middle of the parking lot. Car not locked. And she just cried, fell down to the ground, and was like, no. But she had that ring still on her finger that, her and Derion was going to be married. And a big fat ring on top of that. Her ring is nice, you guys. I showed y'all that ring. I know a nice ring when I see a nice ring, I'd be like, they spent some money on that ring. They could have been little bitty diamonds, little chips or something, but it's still nice, though. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't know how they could even afford it, to be honest with you, unless it's not real. It could be a zirconium. They make them that nice now. Did anyone else hear that? Yo, what you mean? Did anyone else hear what? Anita? I meant to. If people go back to the morning she was leaving, there is 52 minutes unanswered for. Asking after he left for work, then he received a phone call at work and he started throwing up and left. You're right. That's it in a nutshell. Yep, she wore that ring for a while. That cry was bad acting. So that's it in a nutshell on both sides. And the whole story is allegedly, I'm just letting you know, it could have been what he told. Quinnell was the one that's supposed to have went to the jail, and on a day that the jail was shut down, closed, no visitors, and went and seen this young man when he didn't have an attorney, and he's supposed to have confessed it to him where the baby was. Now take it, it was just past Derion's birthday, so okay, I give him that. But there was another young man that was already in jail that had already talked to the police officers and told them where the child was at. Well, when everybody asked Quinnell, because Quinnell didn't stop and go, okay, let me call the police or let me put this in perspective. Think about this, you guys. He leaves the jail. Quinnell leaves the jail and go to a parking lot way across town, 20 minutes away. Now, he was just told where the baby was. Why he didn't get on the phone and say, hey, he goes 20 minutes away. Quinnell goes 20 minutes away, stops his car, call all the people, say, I got breaking news. I know where the baby is. Meet me here in the parking lot at Chi and Juju Street. The reporters is like, why are we here? He said, because this is where I'm going to tell you guys. This is where I'm going to tell you guys what Derion told me. Why did you not come out? Why? There are investigators right there at the police department. You're right there where the chief of police is. You're right there. Why do you leave and go to a parking lot at a store to tell that this man done told you? Why couldn't have this press meeting right in front of the jail? But he didn't do that. He went way over here 20 minutes later and says, he just told me where the body was. And they was like, where's the body, Quinnell X? And Quinnell X like, I'm not going to tell you, but we're on our way. So I've got whatever that guy's name is that do all that looking for babies and stuff. They give him shout outs all the time. Very well known, being a person that wants to find these babies. And I have nothing bad to say about him now. I don't know what he done found lately because I haven't seen him find anything. But I know that he got planes, he got money, and Tim Miller, they always point him out and say, we got Tim Miller on the ground and da-da-da-da-da. And he rounds up some people and they go looking. But he's been doing it for a long time. But, yeah, Texas EquiSearch. Yeah. So they go, but they way over here, 20 miles away. Then they get a phone call. We done found the baby over here. The city done already ran over the child with a lawnmower. Not John Wash DD. It's Tim Miller with Texas EquiSearch. But John Wash do cover some of the things, but he doesn't have all the equipment that Tim Miller gets down in there. He got, if you need a boat, he got boats. If you need a plane, he'll take his private plane and go any state that he needs to get to go looking. He knows the people who got the dogs, the cadaver dogs, and things of that nature. And I think, he really got a good setup. But if they can find leads and things, and I'm pretty sure that they take care of him very well because he wants to find them babies. And I got nothing bad to say about him. I just ain't seen him find anything yet, but I haven't followed him either. So he probably has. I don't know. I'm just saying he's got the equipment. I know that. I know he's got really good equipment. He ain't just got a hound dog. You know what I'm saying, you guys? He just ain't got a hound dog now. He he found Vanessa. Oh, he did? Okay. All right. Come on, virtuous woman. Them men looking for you. You in the Bible, girl. Lord, talk about a virtuous woman. Anyway, I know when a person has that kind of equipment. Hey, pretty baby fat, how you doing? Elephant. They usually can use that equipment and it does them well. And Angie said, yes, that faker. Any, anyway, um, you can't find them all. So um I know when they were looking for Maleah Bass, he went down there to find Maleah Bass. Anything in Texas, he's on it. He went to go find Maleah Bass. And when Travion's stepmom went crying and hollering and then threw herself, well, um, Sahara went to the ground. He just stood over her and looked at her like, he knew. I'm gonna tell you, he knew just the look, the expression on his face was like, girl, if you don't get your butt up and put your hands behind your back, because you're going to jail. He already knew. And remember, you guys, I tell you guys this all the time. I say, family, pay attention to you guys always pay attention to my expressions and things of that nature. And it's just that's part of my life. I've been like that my whole people be like, I could tell this, I could tell that. You can tell a lot of things, but a lot of things you can't tell too, because I know that you are trying to read my face expressions. So at certain times, I'll just shut it down. But this is me all the time. No, this is just me. But um if you watch how people yes, you got to watch the body language. Hey, Belinda, Queen Belinda, Queen Belinda. You got to watch their body language. And they was down there at that bayou, a bayou, and Tim was standing there, and the girl was like somebody help her, and he was like, and then he just walked on up the hill, like he don't he was like this. I was like, hmm. What's going on with Derion Vence trying to make bond? Yes, Lisa, we done already talked about it. I love what you do, SP. Your heart speaks volume. Thank you. Gotta watch body language. Yes, you do. Thanks, love. Good to see you too. All right, Empress is in the building. Yes, so you guys, you just gotta, don't get alarmed because somebody has court and be like, oh, he's getting out. Well, I didn't see his bond change unless the judge is thinking about changing his bond. And if the judge is thinking about changing his bond and reduces it to half, he could get out now. To be honest with you, $9,000 is not a lot of money. $9,000 is not a lot of money. Here, check it out. It's a lot of money with one person trying to do it by themselves. But if you got mama and you got daddy, and you got brother, and then you got girlfriend, Brittany, and then you got girlfriend on the side that wanted to have a man's name like Johnny, but her real name is Jessica. I think that was her name too, matter of fact. I don't know, you guys. Don't quote me on that. But I do believe that was her name. Anyway, hey SP, the word on the street says he can't have any contact with Brittany or any other family. He can have contact with family. He can't have contact with Brittany. It says he can't have contact with the mother, Brittany Bowens, and he can't have contact with the Davis family. But he can have contact with his brother. He can have contact with her mother. They said Brittany Bowens. He needs to rot, she says, in jail, and so does Brittany. Well, you guys, we can't lock everybody up because the story don't add up. I was thinking that too, SP. He could easily make bond with help. Yep. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You got to think about it like this. All the people he went to jail for, because check it out. They wasn't supposed to have custody of the kids. They wasn't even supposed to be around the kids. So would his mother get in trouble? Oh, yeah. She wouldn't go to jail, but she'll get in some trouble. You're not supposed to, when you got them kids, you can't just hand them kids to people that the CPS done took the kids. Well, then the CPS came back and then they turned around and then they were shifting information. If you guys don't know now, you know that the kids was not supposed to be in Brittany's custody. They were supposed to be in Derion's mother's custody. And I mean, if you're not supposed to do that. If they take the kids from you, you can probably still let the kids see them, but it's supposed to be under supervision. So all of that went out the window because Derion didn't want his mama to get in trouble. And I wouldn't either after you done begged her to let this girl get these babies. Then when Craig went over there to see his daughter, I left this out too, and nobody didn't even say nothing. When Craig went over there to see his daughter, Derion said she was sick. And he was like, well, can I go in there and check on her? And he was like, no, man, I don't want you to get sick either, but when she start feeling well, I'll let her know that you came by and you called or whatever. When everybody asked Brittany, why didn't you not let the dad keep Maleah? She said, I didn't know. She said, I didn't even know that they had the oldest boy, which is his son. She said, but why you didn't ask them to take the daughter? She said, they didn't ask. You going out of town. And this is the only thing that I have to say about this situation, you guys. Yes, we can, SP, until it makes sense, as long as it ain't me. Exactly. The only thing I have to say about this whole case, you guys, we follow these cases not to drag people down the street, to drag their dirty laundry out there. Sometimes we have to get into it because people be like, you lying, SP. No, I'm not. But if I don't have to do the dragging, I get dragged all the time. So it's not a problem. But here's the thing. Hopefully, a young lady in here will learn from it. We'll learn from it. Yeah, we'll learn from it. Prevent it from happening again. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when I was younger, older women would tell me what to do with my child. The babysitter would tell me, she would say, SP, don't you bring that child back over here without a t-shirt. You hear me? And I'd be like, yes, ma'am. I needed somebody to tell me that because I didn't know. They'd be like, don't leave that baby with that man. You just bring him over here. And I go, yes, ma'am. You going out of town? I'll keep the baby for 2 days. What what you gonna do with the baby? Uh, my boyfriend gonna keep. No, you just bring the baby over here, and I'm still gonna charge you the same price, but I'm gonna give you time to pay me. You hear me? Yes, ma'am. So what I'm saying is the younger ladies, really pay attention to what you're doing, and always have an older female to correct you so you won't make these mistakes. And even mamas and grandmas make bad decisions and mistakes. So just because you love mama and grandma or whatever, hey, sometimes you got to do what's best for your child. Your child is your responsibility. And your mother and your grandmother should be ashamed if they tell you to do something different. And I'm being honest with you. But it is not like that now, SP. Yeah, it is. Miss Nisi, let me tell you, it is like that. It's just now the younger women, it's like, you can't tell me nothing. They're my mother effing kids. Just shut up and all this. They're very, and their mothers allow them to be very disrespectful. So a older woman that's done been through all of this and some, she's scared to say something to him because it's all this cussing, and then people be like, yeah, you done told her off, old hag. you know and so um and I'm gonna tell you guys something. And it takes a village to raise one child, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's easy to get back into what we used to know and do. Follow your first love. Don't let the world tell you. There was a time, there was a time that by the crime, you could tell what race done that crime. You could. As a child, I knew. Child came up missing, we just kept on playing because there wasn't nobody around us. We didn't want to have nothing to do with it. They didn't want no extra kids and all this. It wasn't. It just wasn't. And I'm just keeping it real. I don't care. People can get mad, but the truth is the truth. We're not used to knowing that some African American boy, woman hurt their children. No, we're Hebrews. No, we don't hurt our kids. You guys don't know. You better read your Bibles. Nope. Even when the King Harold was like, "Oh, if you any kids under 2 years old, kill them, throw them over here, and all this other stuff." Them women was like, "Not my God, no, 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 no." And the midwives even got killed because they didn't go and do what they were supposed to do. They was like, "They king." I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm not finna preach or anything. I'm just saying, you guys, we're not known for that. And it's embarrassing. Even when we're trying to talk and help each other, we're fighting. It's like, keep my kid name out your mouth. And all this stuff. You be like, you trying to help find who done this to your child. Help find, if it's just one piece of information, you help. They be like, leave me alone. Just let the police handle it. When you tell me, and I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Because okay, we're in the United States. You tell me when that they have the best interest for your black child. You tell me, and I'll show you a liar. You know. Tell me. Show me. They don't. They're going to lock them up, or they're going to be on drugs, or they want to steal something, because that's all they know them from. They don't have the best interests. That's why these people are walking away and they allowing it to happen. That's why they throwing them in pools and everybody just standing back, acting like it is so hard to figure it out. Figure what out? Lock them all up. Each and every one of them. Lock them up. Hmm. That's what you do. Lock them up. That's what you do. And quit just sitting here and you think you're smart and GoFundMe's and da 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 da. Don't say nothing about me. My kids are grown. My kids are grown. I can do anything in this world I want. My kids are grown. So what I'm saying is sometimes we have to be responsible for our actions as an adult. Did I make mistakes with kids? Yes, I made plenty. Did you make mistakes with kids? Yes, you have. Let's continue no matter what. Somebody don't want help. There's other ways to help. There's other ways to help. You know what? We don't have to talk about that. We can talk about this. We can go over there and we can ask this question. We can ask that. But you can't let a kid tell you what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Because guess what? Now you've got a kid mentality. You sitting there talking about, well, Juju said she don't want to eat pizza tonight, so I'm going to go in their kitchen and make her some spaghetti. Juju either eat or go to bed hungry. That's what Juju gets. And then that's the type of mentality that we have to do. A lot of people say, I want to treat my kids better than my mother treated me. Yeah, in some aspects, yes, you do. Because you have more. Because your mother made sure you have more, or you made sure, or somebody was in your life. Like my auntie, she made sure I had more. So I got a different thinking than my mother did. I finished school. I didn't have as many kids. My mother told me, don't have as many kids as I have. Don't do that. I stopped at 2. She said, make sure you keep you a stash. I got a nice size stash. Matter of fact, I went to the stash today and got $300 out. Teach these young ladies these things. So when they have to get up and leave and run and hide or whatever, because here's the thing, ladies, here's the thing, and I'm being honest with you. I didn't want just a group of women, but this is what we are. We are a group of women. And you know what? No matter what, you still are, you know, you're responsible for your sisters, not your mother's child, but your neighbors, your sisters, whether they white, pink, purple, green, yellow, whatever, to help them. We are the we are what they call a weaker sex, not because we don't have a strong whatever, because our mindset. You can be strong if we stand together. See what I'm saying? And quit letting people harm our babies. That's the first thing. Take care of yourself and take care of your kids. They even teach you that on the airplanes. You on an airplane, and that plane finna go down, that oxygen thing come down. They say, don't go put it on your kids. You know what they tell you? You put it on you first. Because if you put it on your kid and you pass out, the kid is going, you going in the kid. So when that oxygen thing come down, you put it on you first. because you got to take care of yourself and then take care of the child. Okay? That child can't put it on you. You can put it on that child and some other people, whatever, but the child is just, you know what I'm saying? You've got time to give it CPR. You've got time to get it to that child. So I just wanted to share that with you. Sonya Watt says, I don't like people locked up, but we have to get answers for these babies. Lately, they see people walking, no one pays for talking a whole baby child, a human being. Why they are glorifying being some side chick that like that ain't cute. I know. Trying to lay up with you. Yes. You guys, we've seen a lot of stuff. And I told you guys this 2 years ago. I said, you know what? This lady, and I don't deal with color thing, you guys, because I just don't, because I got so many in my family now. So don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I wear my leggings around the house every now and then, every blue moon, I might run outside or something. But I try not to do it. But there's nothing to the imagination. So there's this one girl, because I'm working first shift now at an aircraft company in the daytime, and I'm still doing my nursing at night. But I'm finna go to bed in a minute. But anyway, there's this one girl at my job. She got these leggings on. They actually looks like stockings. But she's got these stockings, and she's a size small. Anyway, she probably bought a size medium, and she take the stockings and she cram them up inside her butt. Up. Listen, I kid you not. If I take a picture of this lady's butt, you would think she didn't have no leggings on, but because the leggings are black, you see everything. When I say everything, her butt cheeks is separated, and then the leggings is up in her butt and up in her vagina, and she got this half cut off shirt on, and she just walks around. And tights or stockings, that's what they are. They're not even leggings. I kid you not. And I'm like, they let her come to work like this? And she bends over, and the guy's just like, and she's blonde hair, blue eyes. Anyway, when we started dressing like that, she'll say, yeah, but them guys is like, and guess what? If she needs help, they right there helping her. So the other woman had come up to her, and so we just look at her like, wow, But the guys, like if she said, could you move this box? They run in to help her. And she's like, hey, I need a little help or something. They like, ooh. And so other women be like, she getting all the attention. So now there's an older woman, and she's Asian. She comes to work with her leggings up in her butt. And it just gross, you guys. I'm just saying. I mean, like, oh my goodness. I'm like, you guys, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Dee Dee says that's from wearing a G-string. Now I'm gonna tell you what, she do have a nice body. But she's showing it. She show everything. There's nothing to the imagination whatsoever. And see it, and they go, well, I want some attention too. Quit. Stop. You don't need all the attention in the world. Some attention is not good attention. I got a girlfriend, you guys. I haven't spoke to her in a long time, but I would like for you guys to meet her or speak to her one time, and she will tell you how this man sought her out at the store while she had a little girl in the basket, came on to her, and then like 2 or 3 days later, he tried to steal her baby. He wasn't interested in mama. And she had a nice bad body on her and everything. She had her leggings on. She said she liked that taco to be out there or whatever. And I'm like, girl, whatever. She done met this guy and everything. He come over to the house. He took her baby. And I'm not even going to tell y'all the end of the story. I'll let her tell it to you. But He didn't want her. He didn't want her. And they literally had to do something to get him to let the baby go. So I won't give you the whole story because I do know that she will come on and tell you guys the whole situation, and I want you guys to not already know it and then be to put it in the chat. But yeah, true story. And she done took out a man before, so she's not playing when it comes to her kids. Anyway, be careful. I'm finna get off of here, you guys. We 36 minutes in the hour. Like I was telling everybody, the only update was Derion wrote a letter to the judge and to decrease his bail, and I don't believe it's been decreased yet. It could be later on. Maybe he's thinking about it or something. He did give him those conditions, so they might going to decrease it in time coming, but he's asking for a decrease for a reason. All right, you guys. Make sure you guys be good. Here we go.
Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place. Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it. Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags want to wish everyone a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Nora has a special surprise for the Warriors for Children family and SP News Nuggets family. Yes, prices are dropping. Her Versace was $125, now it is $112. Lauren Raff, it was $228, now $100. Calvin Klein was $198, now $125. As the blue and gold python, its sale price is $183. 9 West, the sale price is $62. Don't forget Mama. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. Visit Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags and tell her SP News Nugget sent you. Hey family, let me share with you what Nora's closet has on her racks right now. You guys are gonna love this. Everything that a woman loves. We're coming into 2021. She has your Versace, she has your Gucci, and your authentic handbag. She also has your perfume. If you guys are looking for Chanel or CK or Gucci, this is the place to be. Make sure when you go over there, tell her SP News sent you. You're not going to regret it. Are you a Warriors for Children and she'll work with you? You can walk on the runway with this one, you guys. I guarantee it. Nora's Closet has a new name and a new website, you guys. It's called Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags, and this is the grand opening. It is open to the public, and we're going to take a look at it before anybody else does. Nora has the Jimmy Choo collection, handbags and shoes to match. Expensive, but worth the price. Shoulder Guess handbag and Louis Vuitton. Guys, she's the queen of handbags. W4C is still in. High heels, sandals, flats, and pumps. Michael Kors, Chanel, every name brand you can think of. Go over to Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags and more and use your W4C and get your discount. Nora's link is down below.